Hi there, my name's Chris Willsdon. I'm the Digital Workplace Squad Lead for Experis UK. So within Experis, all of our consultants operate within different squads, varying from business transformation to cloud and infrastructure, cybersecurity, enterprise applications, and then finally our squad, the Digital Workplace Squad. So these squads enable us to be at the cutting edge of technology and market trends so that we can give the best possible service to our clients and candidates. So I'm joined today by Stuart, Ritchie and Josh Wilson, two of our squad members from Digital Workplace. So would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, my name's Stuart. I recruit for software developers in Glasgow and the surrounding areas.
Thanks both. I'm Josh Wilson. I recruit for software testers and developers across the West Midlands.
Great. Okay, so I wanted to speak to you two today because you operate in the same market, you speak to the same kinds of people, the same kind of skill sets, but crucially, you're based in different parts of the UK. So the first question I wanted to ask, in what area are you guys seeing the biggest demand for skills?
So in the West Midlands, I'm finding in terms of the skill set that clients are looking for is predominantly front-end and full-stack developers. In terms of kind of the skill set that we're looking for, a lot of candidates on the market now are growing and really upskilling themselves using React.
And crucially, where can you see the biggest talent shortage in the world of digital workspace?
In terms of the biggest shortage, I think for a client perspective, a lot of them are looking to hire candidates on a full-time basis in mobile development, and candidates on the market tend to have got maybe 20 or 30% experience in their position at the moment using mobile development, but clients are now essentially looking for someone to take charge of that platform, working on iOS and Android, and I'm seeing a real shortage of candidates in the market using that on a full-time basis.
Yeah, and it's interesting actually because I think that's reflected up here in Scotland where I operate and Stuart operates as well. And it's an interesting time because obviously when clients are looking for these kind of skills, it kind of comes to a point where there are only a certain amount of people who have these skills, and that's actually something we've invested in Experis. So we now have the Experis Academy, where we're looking to kind of create these kinds of skills because there's no doubt in the fact that they are in a shortage. So obviously, with us being in a pandemic, how was the pandemic and various lockdowns you've been through affected how our clients engage with talent?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, as you would expect, I'm sure everyone's hearing this, but the big thing about this pandemic is how everyone's adopting remote working going forward. I think a lot of companies are now, rather than hiring in the Glasgow area or in the Edinburgh area, they're now hiring fully remote across the UK. Now, a lot of clients I've been speaking to would always ask this question: does that make it easier to recruit these candidates? What I would say is it actually creates a lot more opportunities for candidates. So instead of a candidate would maybe have kind of 3 or 4 opportunities in the Glasgow area, now they're contacted by at least 10 opportunities across the UK. So I would say it actually makes it a little bit harder to recruit these skills.
Interesting. Yeah. No, I think that's certainly what I'm seeing as well. And going back to technologies, I'm kind of keen to hear both of your answers on this. What technologies are you seeing that candidates want to work with most this year? Because I think that's really good information for clients to know because that means that they can make technology decisions based on maybe what's hot and what's not.
Over the last sort of 6 or 9 months, I've really seen an increase, like I say, in candidates using React. A lot of candidates looking to upskill them. A lot of more junior candidates, though, on the market have been really pushing on and doing skills in their training courses, in their own time, upskilling themselves in React, and also a lot of candidates using .NET as well.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with Josh. I think React is there's a huge demand for React at the moment, and I think one thing I'm seeing quite a lot of right now is a lot of companies hiring full stack JavaScript developers, so using React on the front end and also using Node. For server side development, that seems to be very popular right now, and I think there is a huge skill shortage in that market.
Okay, and just to round up, what would be your biggest tip to clients who are looking to engage the best digital talent, either directly or through an agency?
I would say speed and managing their expectations. So, I mean, when you're recruiting candidates with these types of skills, you're going to notice they're going to have a lot of opportunities on the go at one time. My recommendation would be is to get them through the interview process as quick as we can. If it's someone you would want on your team, is to really make an offer as soon as we can as well and get them secured. Another point, as I said, was expectations. A lot of recruitment used to be done when it came to software developers. You had to tick certain boxes when it came to technologies. Now I'm seeing quite a lot, especially with companies that are doing huge recruitment drives and recruiting kind of 10, 15 developers at a time, is there being a lot more tech agnostic and looking for developers with strong engineering principles and problem solving skills, rather than actually just focusing on what specific technologies they work with. And quite a lot of companies are growing significantly using that kind of model, and it seems to be working pretty well.
Interesting. I like that. Yeah, and that certainly addresses certain gaps in the market around, maybe not having experience with, whatever it may be, Swift or React. So no, that's really interesting. Yeah, well, guys, thank you very much indeed for that. And for anybody that's watching, if you've been in a position where you've had challenges that we've faced, and you'd like to talk further about them, or if you'd like any assistance from any of our consultants, don't hesitate to reach out to info@experis.co.uk, and we would absolutely love to help you out. Okay, well, yeah, guys, thanks very much for your time, and all the best.